The What's Happening Hoke show is filmed before a live audience and is sponsored by the Rock of Hoke, Rockfish Motor Speedway. What's happening, Hoke? I'm Glenn Young alongside the legend Larry Long. Why? Hal Nunn's on vacation, so I hope he's enjoying himself out at Oriental, I think Oriental Island or Oriental, North Carolina.
He's probably down there fishing now.
Oh yeah. Well, he actually posted on Facebook that he had caught like 7 fish, but he didn't post any pics of the fish.
Oh, okay.
Just that I caught 7 today, so I don't know about that, Hal.
I'm waiting the next week.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure you'll have some big fish story. But until I see evidence, doesn't exist, guy.
I'll tell you one thing, it's been a great week weather-wise.
It has. I mean, it cooled off some. It's not as hot, but Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're back in the 90s. It's 88 today, chance of thunderstorms as well throughout the weekend. I think we got like 60% chance of rain this weekend, but we'll see if it holds off.
Been thinking about this time of the year, you're not even getting them boomers coming out, right?
Yeah.
Thunder boomers.
Thunder boomers, and it is the first week of hurricane week.
That's right.
Tropical storm, so make all the appropriate preparations. Thank you. To your house, home, your insurance, do all your safety checks so that you can literally weather the storm.
Make sure you got plenty of batteries for your radio.
Batteries for your radio, get you one of those weather radios and your flashlights.
Right.
Generator, and make sure that the generator is on the outside of the house, not on the inside of the house. So you want to be taking precautions. Other than that, what you got going on this weekend weather-wise? I mean, it may be a chance of rain, but we'll be in the 80s. Gonna get hot next week.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's good to get a break out here at Rockfish Speedway.
It is. We are on break. And the new results are out. We're going to talk about that during the sports segment. I got one of the race officials who's going to join us as well. Spring practice is wrapping up this week. I'm actually going to go out and get some video with Coach Tom Paris, so we hang that on later. But what a week of racing it was in week 6.
Week 6 was one for the record.
It was. It really was. But let's talk a little bit of news. Unfortunately, the shootings that escalated in the Scurlock and Robbins area, they've stepped up patrols, but they've actually made some apprehensions of those guys that were the shooters. And it's unfortunate, but crime is on the rise as the weather warms up as well. So,
well, we just have to see if the law enforcement can step it up and cover it, right?
Well, as long as they make sure they don't leave the county.
Right.
Like Deputy Morant did apparently this week. Left the county, was involved in a 2-car accident, but it said violated protocol, specifically left the county without authorization. More to follow on that story, I'm sure. Health-wise, he had some head injuries, but apparently he's doing better. But we want to find out why exactly did he leave the county. Was it a speed chase? But he didn't have authorization, so we already know that. See how that turns out. Maybe we can get a hold of the sheriff's department and again get Sheriff Peterkin on, and we'll talk about that.
There you go.
Especially when they're involved in it. But lock your houses, take your precautions. It's warming up. Alarm systems, dog, weapon, whatever you may have, protect yourself at all times.
You got to do that, you know, because you never know when people are watching you, you know?
No, you don't. It's heavy military transition season. A lot of move-ins, a lot of move-outs. So keep an eye on what's going on.
That's the main thing. Be aware of your surroundings.
Exactly. Situational awareness. Now, they got this thing about the school too, Larry. They're trying to build a school, but it's on hold. Last week, Gary Brickman was in here. We talked about redistricting. We talked a little bit about, in the previous weeks, about annexation. And you got to wonder, with Hoke County, one of the fastest growing counties, they're going to need another school. We know that now. Whether it's on hold now, it's just a matter of time. It's not an if, it's when.
Yeah, and they got to get all the money appropriated, you know?
Exactly. And then it leads back into our leading topic that's been going on too, traffic.
That's it.
More traffic up and down 401, Lindsay Road down here. It's not going to get any better.
No, it's not getting no better.
Well, all the construction too on Fort Bragg, the new 295 loop. Growth is good, but it brings a lot of with it.
It does, and it's something that I think the DOT will address in due time.
And now, getting to the DOT, Project U507, which is the project out here on Lindsay Road and Rockfish Road involving the traffic count. There's going to be another meeting on the 25th of June to talk about that. And as well as this month, the DOT, Darius Studevant is meeting about that project. So hopefully we will get some resolution, but what needs to happen right now, the traffic count, and I don't think that's taking place yet.
No, it hasn't, but I think it's moving forward.
Good.
So that's a good thing.
That's a positive thing, but you gotta come out to the meeting so you know what's going on. Link in, stress your problems, express it, because they got the individuals coming. The 25th of June, who's coming in now, right?
We got Tom McNeil
Tom McNeil.
and one other gentleman.
Well, and so, I mean, you're getting commissioners and people that's attending the meetings. You need to find out what's going on by coming down here.
Yeah, he's in charge of the, I think, the utilities department for Hoke County, so he'll be able to address a lot of issues that may have on their minds, you know?
Exactly. Other than that, I mean, you talk about the news and it's really, you try to find the positive, but we want to keep you informed of what's going on in Hoke County. If you know out there is an ongoing story or a news story that you want to investigate, for us to give us a call at 910-257-0526. Like and share our Facebook page of What's Happening in Hope. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Well, I think the show is doing real well, and you're getting a lot of hits, right?
It is getting a lot of hits. People want to know about the sports. You know, that's easy. Tom Paris interview went well. A lot of hits on that, as well as the races. People like the interviews with all the race drivers. And the thing that's going on is we're running the racing season and the football season parallel. So we're going to take you all the way up to kickoff on 21 August against New Hanover. So lots of interviews, but if there's a story out there you want us to cover, by all means let us know.
That's right, and I think you do a good job. You're just trying to find the stories out there.
Yeah, we want to find the stories that people want to know about, but at the same time, hey, they want to see Fast Eddie Daniels on there, we're going to put him on there. But I'm also want to interview drivers like Jonathan Grooms,
right.
Billy Gomez Jr., hey, Brittany Trotman,
Mike McDonald.
I mean, come on and talk to us. Don't be scared. And there was a thing, it was funny, and before we go on and we'll lead into the sports segment, we'll take a break, is everyone that interviewed did well. I.e., every time Fast Eddie interviews, he wins. He wins. My man in the 270s or in the 600s, he talked to me briefly off camera. He won.
Oh, yeah.
Kimberly Oxendine. Started doing 2 in a row. And leading in the points.
That's
so, I mean, I'm just saying. You got to get out there and team. But we want to keep everybody abreast. And thanks to Rockfish Motorsports, who is bringing us and sponsoring the What's Happening Hope show, but gives us all access to the track, the races. I really appreciate that as well, Larry.
Well, I'll try to line the guests up, and most of the time I give you some pretty good ones.
We do. And it gives everybody an insight of what's going on out there.
Right.
So hopefully now more people will come in. If you want to know about racing, we'll talk about that. But we'll be right back in the sports segment. We'll tell you everything about Rockfish Motorsports Speedway. They're on a break this weekend, so we're going to catch you up on points plus other news and events. So we'll be right back.